Hey, hey, you haven't seen this for a while, have you? You haven't, have you? I'm a pinge. I'm a pinge again. It took a hot minute. Let me. Oh, this is gonna be the lazy one. This is the iconic lazy stream. Well, not lazy. I'm gonna play a harder mode than usual. But I'm PNG, so I can lay on the bed potentially and stream and not have to think too much. Going back to a comfort game tonight, that just works out really well. Let me make sure the volume's working. Okay, cool. So, PNG Tuber Day, we doing that. And I am going to mix up a couple of things from what I normally do. I did this the first time I played this game with the remaster. This is a pixel remaster, by the way. You can get it on Steam for money. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be rolling for the characters. My first run I did this, and I had 2 white mages and 2 thieves. It wasn't that bad. The remaster fixed a lot of problems. All the white magic is significantly better, and thieves are a lot more useful. They hit a lot harder, so that's pretty good. So we're going to be looking at, out of 6, I'm going to roll a 6-sided dice 4 times, and we'll go from there. The first roll happening now. We have a 3. We will be a monk. And I will name you... Oh, what to name you? What to name you? How about... Luke? Lucall. Yes. Let's see. Party member number 2. Let's go. Roll. 6. That is a 6. We have ourselves a black mage. And your name will be... You're gonna be... let's see. Pistachio. Yes. Number 3. What we got? We have 4. Oh, nope, wrong. A red mage. And I'm gonna name you Sylvester. Welcome, Sylvester. And for the last, what we got? 3 again, so we'll have 2 monks. 2 monks. Go with that. And I'll name you Lucall and Bangle. Yes. Okay, pretty good party. Can't complain. Can't complain, all things considered. I'll be playing with the 360 controller, so I can potentially play from bed. Ideally laying down like a schoolgirl. But let's see the adventure unfold. Hopefully it's audible. The world lies shrouded in darkness. With really pretty water. The winds die. The seas rage. The earth decays. But the people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Howdy, Gil. Thank you for joining. Oh, I missed that. After a long journey, 4 young travelers did at last appear. And welcome back, Fox. And in the hand of each was clutched a crystal. Alright, game time, game time. Blueberry, lime, strawberry, orange. See, they could run Black Mesa, and we are in, just right off the bat. Let's see what we got. This is going to be a slow one. I am not going to rush this stream, unlike most. Let's see. 12, 12. Okay, we're going on base stats. There's no variance. So no reason to worry about it. I am going to change order. Also, one neat thing they added is that instead of the person that's top of the party, basically you can choose whoever you want to lead. So we're going to have the Black Mage represent me. This is the Pixel Remaster. I don't emulate the PSP, and I've really enjoyed this the first time I played it, so it works good for me. And I randomly picked the party. I rolled a d6 for each of them. We have 2 monks, a red mage, and a black mage, so it's okay. You know, I've had worse parties than this on randomizer, so it's okay. It's all good. How are we doing on money? Enough to get some basics. Unlike most streams, I'm going to be very, very slow. This is Cornelia, the City of Dreams. I don't intend to rush an RPG. These are meant to vibe to, so it might be longer than most, and I don't know how loud it's going to be. Hi there, I'm a dancer. What's that? You want to dance with me, tee-hee? Yes. Alright, I am the Black Mage. Well, get some nunchucks for my monks to start us off. And you already have that. A rapier for you. And nunchuck, nunchuck, rapier. Don't blame you, it's a JRPG you gotta take your time on. Yeah, I can burn through this game pretty fast. I know it relatively well. There are some parts I get stuck on, but not a whole lot. So, yeah, not super concerned with that. Don't even know if I'm gonna try to beat it. Just mess around, have some fun. You can't go wrong with the first Final Fantasy. Alright, get equipped. There are some things about this I really don't like, and I'll complain about them in due time. But I'm going to try to focus on the positive for now. Mainly that I really like the art style. They did a great job at moving up to SNES quality while still making it feel like it. Like, I forget sometimes that the graphics on the NES didn't look like this, and I've beaten the NES version a lot. They did that good of a job translating the vibe, and I'm very impressed. Pretty sure this is originally an NES title. You could probably beat it today. Yeah, you could. My streams are usually 3 hours, though. It usually takes me about 6 to 8 hours, but I take my time. Spells. You can't go wrong with fire. I'm gonna put sleep on Sylvester, mix it up. Thunder for you. Just to say I have it, you know? I don't intend to use it much. Plus, if you go by the logic of NES, JRPGs can be beaten in a day. Like, Final Fantasy 3 and 2. Like, you could probably beat 2 in 10 hours or so. 3, I couldn't see you beating in, like, less than 14 hours. Oh, yeah. Cure. Oh, I should have left 2 white slots open. Glass Planet. My favorite Final Fantasy by far is 9. Boring answer, but that's how it be. I've had so much pleasure with 9. I love 6. I also adore 7. I think 7 gets too much. 7 has Ocarina of Time syndrome, in that it was considered the best ever, and now it's more popular to hate it because it was so famous. But it's still really good. It had some issues, but the characters are so beloved. Some of my best party compositions came from 7, but 9... followed by 6, then this one, then 7. Sage Lucan said something about finding the crescent moon and he left. I'm sure he'll become relevant later. Warriors of Light will come save the princess? Maybe. So we still have the church to revive. I think some versions have crosses, but not this one. I might be totally wrong, though. I guess I can rescue her, sure. Lived east of here in the harbor party of Provoca. It's turned into a pirate's den. So, the GBA version had the same issue with. It's so petty. It is the most childish issue ever. Like, a baby would have this issue. I don't think Phoenix Downs belong in Final Fantasy 1. It pisses me off. I don't know. Don't ask me why. I don't know why it's such a big deal to me. But I've never used one in this. I have discarded everyone I get. Like, the church is there. You're already paying to come back. They're expensive, I guess, but that's about it. That's my TED Talk. Alright, let's get some basic levels. Oh yeah, I can't do it yet, though. I gotta talk to the king. Alright. Howdy, sir.
Welcome, travelers. I am told you carry crystals. Is this true? Did they come out of the blue?
They levitate.
It's just as Lucan's prophecy foretold. When I quote it, I must be bold. When darkness veils the world, for warriors of light shall come, and all the evil will be undone.
Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by the prophecy.
Yet they stand before us with crystals. I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. As I go to paint a griffins, crystal bearers, there's a task I will ask of you. Will you rescue my daughter Sarah? She got kidnapped in a great big error.
Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service, has abducted Princess Sarah. I ask for your aid in the name of His Majesty, the King of Cornelia. We forgot his name. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine, which lies to our north. Of course, we did attempt to save the princess ourselves, but Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who can match him.
I have heard you wish to journey to the continent to our north. The bridge leading north was lost long ago, making passage impossible. If you can rescue Sarah, I'll have the bridge rebuilt as a token of my gratitude. Go now, warriors of light, do not fail me.
Okay, bye.
The dancing girl knows many bits of information. If you find yourself astray, talk to her.
Garland is like the man I once knew. I beg of you, return my daughter quickly.
Pixel remastered amiibos with the PS1 version with a bit of better graphics. That's not a bad thing. I like the aesthetic quite a bit. Also, while it makes the game a lot easier, having your total of treasure chest and map when you're just playing casually is really nice. Alright. I don't think I can access any of the chests yet. I know I can talk to a few characters.
My sister. I want my sister's sister.
Yeah, I don't think it's until around Astos that I can get stuff. I am Jane, Queen of Cornelia. Please bring back my daughter, my Sarah, back to me safely. I will do my best. I am just a lowly black mage. Now I'm a red mage. I don't know who I'm going to have represent the party. Alright, let's get some, not even levels, but let's get some money. We're broke.
Wow, wow, wow.
Gobos. There is one thing that Pro Jared mentioned that now I cannot unsee. It pisses some people off a lot, but you can tell that they had the remasters for the iOS screen as well. Because if you look at the left and right borders, there's a huge chunk where there's nothing but background. So it looks the same on phones. Not a big deal, but once you see it, hard to unsee it. Nice try, Goblin. But you're the one who's going out of your mind. Got some experience. To me, the PSP version will always be the definitive edition, but I'm so glad Final Fantasy 1 through 6 are on PC. I hope they come to consoles as well so people can play them, and yes, I am going to forget they exist on mobile. At least the remaster for, like, it benefit everyone. The mobile players get it. Square makes those sweet mobile profits, while PC players also get to get a really good edition. I'm sure you already know this, but most of the artists and most of the content was approved of by the original creators, so these are all true definitive editions. Even back in the 80s and 90s, they were approved today as being proper, and that means a lot to me, not betraying the image that they had for what these games should be. I'm glad it's from the tap. It's not watered down by executives that don't understand why people like them. I mean, hell, the biggest thing in the world to me, look at that. Look at that second edition spell system. Oh, that's what it's all about, baby. I hated MP in the GBA version because it felt like my magic never mattered. You could just throw out spells all the time. Now, I don't like the ethers in this, but I get it. Like, they wanted to make a compromise so that every type of fan of Final Fantasy could play it. But I wish there was a way to go full classic. where you don't get any of the benefits. You have to work your ass off. Because I like... This game is not hard. Like, even on NES, if you know what you're doing, it's not a difficult game. But it wasn't a cakewalk either. Now most of the mystery and difficulty lies in finding out where to go next. Alright, what we got? Level ups are still randomized, so I might get screwed. A lot of HP for Bangle. 1 luck. Wow. Okay, that's crap. Lacall. Okay. More stamina, more luck. Okay. Sylvester. Not much there. Strength up. That's good. Intellect up. And Pistachio. Oh, God. I think that's one of the worst level ups you can get. Okay. They can't all be masterpieces. I just want to be able to buy a tent and some potions. And if I get to level 3 or 4, that'd be fine. Right now I'm on autoplay for most of this because there's really no reason to cast spells on goblins. And I know Final Fantasy II in the remaster at least, when you're going to the inn, it accounts how much the inn costs purely by how beat up your characters are. I think it's a static cost in this one, like with the other versions, but I'm not positive. But yep, welcome everyone from what might be a very long stream. Like, it might be very long. I don't know how far I will go. It'll be more exciting than this, though, at least. Is it just the NES version with better graphics? Yes. That is something people either love or hate, is none of the dungeons from the PSP or DS or Game Boy Advance version are here. You get Final Fantasy 1. That's it. That's all you get. That was a big deal for some people. Some hate it, some like it a lot. So Final Fantasy 2, all the cool stuff is now gone. I would highly, highly recommend, Gil, Final Fantasy... No. You never played a Final Fantasy. Forget what I was about to say. Don't play 9 first. 9 is only really able to be appreciated if you've played the others. Final Fantasy 4. Not the DS version, but any other version remastered is great. Final Fantasy IV is an incredibly good starting point. Because if you play the others, the story will seem too simple to enjoy, but it puts your toe in the water, it shows you crystals, it shows you the job system, without being too much. Yeah, you can't go wrong with 4 for your first one. I would say 7, but that's only if you can still appreciate PlayStation 1 styled graphics. But yeah, I always recommend 4 first. It has the active time battle system as well, but you have the wait mode. You can make it turn-based more or less, or you can have it menu crazy. Yep. Final Fantasy IV, great starting point. I started with 10. A lot of people started with 10 because it was like a PS2 bestseller. 10 holds up really well. I would recommend 10. It's turn-based. It's fun. There's a level up system that's very unique. Oh, I missed a level up. 1 second. Agility and stamina. Okay, alright. More beef. Not much HP on Sylvester here. More strength. More agility. Pistachio is getting really screwed over here. This is rough. But it's okay. I really, really should have gotten 2 white magics. I'm gonna miss... I should have gotten Protect Spell. I think I can overwrite one. I didn't even think. I mean, it's not gonna be a game breaker. But I just, yeah. Not great. Not ideal. I want to get to 300 gold. Gil. It is Gil. Okay. I believe in the NES. It's gold. I have played and beaten Dragon Quest 1. I'm almost at the end of 2. And I have 3 on the Switch. It's alright. I'm not a huge fan of the art style. Even as a kid, and this is heresy to some, I'm not a big fan of Akira Toriyama's art. I never have been. It's just not for me. But yeah, like, the Final Fantasy, the Ayano art, that's what does it for me. And even, like, the pixel arts, especially, like what we're seeing now, this just puts a big ol' grin on my face. I love the art style of the Final Fantasies and pixels. Final Fantasy X is a great starting point. 4 is a great starting point. If you're really into D&D, like customizability, I would say, I don't know if I'd say this is a good starting point. They put in a lot of hints, especially in the remaster, of where to go, but if you don't enjoy exploring, you won't enjoy this game. You're going to spend a lot of time lost. And some people like that, some people hate that. And I can see both sides of the argument. I must sleep. I know how to play Final Fantasy, but thank you, sages. Yep, 30. It is a static amount. Dragon Quest 1 through 3 is just on the Switch in terms of current platforms. If you're playing Final Fantasy 4 on SNES, it's Final Fantasy 2 in the West. Yeah, I forget. I don't know if it was because it was so late in the NES's lifespan. I don't know if it's because it was so late in the NES's lifespan that they didn't translate 2, or if it's because the game was too hard. I think too hard was cited as to why we didn't get it. Final Fantasy 3 was definitely too late in the lifespan. Final Fantasy 3 was, hey look, you can see the party I won with. This is my the one I beat the game with. There's Tippy. You guys go into 6. I should probably buy a tent. Yeah, I guess I didn't see a lot of profit, even though Final Fantasy 1 was pretty well liked. So 2 and 3, the NES titles, didn't get sent over. 4 was 2, and it sold like hotcakes. And then 3, of course, is 6, which I don't know how well it sold, but a lot of people liked it a lot, so point in its favor. Oh, I'm so close to a tent. I think I'm fine. Let's go take on Garland. And it wasn't until the PS1, around, I think it was before Final Fantasy VII, don't quote me on that, that they released the Final Fantasy 1 and 2 anthology in English with a horrible translation and loading times for each battle. Probably the worst way to play it. And Final Fantasy 5 and 6 got localized. And my first exposure to Final Fantasy 5 was that version, which was translated in the worst way you can imagine. Sarisa is salsa. The Wyvern Dragon is called a Y-burn, Y/BURN. There was typos everywhere. And again, load times, every fight, in a job system-based Final Fantasy. But I was so excited to play 5, I did not care. And I beat it just like that. There's tons of SNES titles not getting localized back in the day. We're finally getting Live Alive on Switch, once Japanese only. Yeah, there's a lot. I follow a lot of like RPG-related channels, and they go over lists of all the games we don't get and the ones that are worth playing or finding translated ROMs of. They did Final Fantasy 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 on PS1. Oh yeah, they did do 6 on PS1. They never ported 3. Yeah, I don't know what's up with 3. Uh-oh. Can I just punch you guys to death? I don't want to waste spells on you. In fact, yeah, you just defend yourself, Pistachio. You're fine. Cool. It feels like 3 never really gets a lot of love or attention, and I don't know why. I'll come back here for the chest later. Garland, I've come to make a bargain. The king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine. Who's there? The king's lapdogs. Do you have any idea who you're messing with? Look at these fog effects. Look at how beautiful this game is. My god, they put so much love into it. Honestly, I wouldn't count 3 on the DS. I don't know if the PSP was the same, but it was a 3D remake and it played radically differently in terms of stats. It's like, I consider Final Fantasy IV DS and Final Fantasy IV Super Nintendo same universe, different games. They're so different. They're so different. You really think you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well, I, Garland, will knock you all down. He said the line. Listen to that beautiful remake. Ah, oh, they cranked that up. Oh, it's pretty loud already. We're good. Should be pretty loud. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. It's gonna take some time to savor this because this guy dies pretty quick. Even under-leveled like this. You're fired. Yeah, take that. Bam. 42. Focus. Now you'll get punched more. Okay, you took 2 hits. Impressive. Oh, I have no attack spells on you, do I? I think you're immune to sleep, but whatever. Yep. Might actually be a good fight. Oh, nice hit. One more. One more spell. Let's make it count. Come on. Is that a double hit? Hell yeah. 3 on the PSP is the same as the NES version, better graphics, additional content. Okay, yeah, that's far better. I mean, no, I love the DS version. I think the DS version's fantastic, but I like to be able to choose between the OG or, you know, just the OG but slightly prettier. Like, this gives me the exact same thrill as playing on the NES. They were close enough. Even with some changes I don't like, I will... How to put this? I will accept the Phoenix Downs and some of the items changing and some of the features made to make it more like a traditional Final Fantasy, because the biggest thing for me, all the spells work, the thief can run away. Final Fantasy 1 on NES is just a game of bugs. It is ridiculous. You can still stack blink and stuff in this, a lot of the exploits have remained, which is fine. I mean, it's your choice if you want to break the game, just like NES. But being able to play it legit and have a thief not be a waste, it's good. I like it a lot. I really like what they did with this one. Final Fantasy 1 benefit a lot from the remaster. Okay, so Bangle. Strength up, intellect, and luck. Okay, yeah. Lacal, more strength, intellect. Oh, same level up, just about. Sylvester, huge HP up. Hell to the yes. More strength, more stamina. Okay, that's, like, perfect. Pistachio. Well, you got a big HP buff. That's good. I'm happy about that. Yeah, I'm happy about that. I got a big ol' Cheshire grin on my face. Yeah, you like that? Saved your life. We consume her. We eat her. You come to rescue me? I am Sarah, Princess of Cornelia. Words could never be enough to thank you. This is the first time anyone's defeated Garland. Well, we kind of ganged up on him. You must allow me to show my gratitude. Please accompany me to Castle Cornelia. Ignore the bats. I'm sure those bats won't ever be important again.
Thank you for returning my daughter to my side. There can be no doubt you are the warriors of light from Lucan's prophecy. You should hear the prophecy's entirety, a hymn if I may.
When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. The 4 crystals will never shine again.
Now I hear that a crystal can be found on the continent to our north. Restoring light to the crystals is our only hope of ridding the world of the monsters which plague it. I have the bridge to the north rebuilt as I promised. I pray that you succeed in restoring light to the crystals and the world.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Adventure time. Get the loot. So yeah, if you don't do that, you're screwed. Until you go all the way back to the end, and by the time you get to the last dungeon, you'll forget all about Cornelia. You gotta get that now. Hey, I did it. Yeah, I'm pretty cool. Thank you for noticing. There are 6 chests here. I think I have access to some of them now. I think. Think. I know there's some you don't get until after the dwarf area. It's been a hot minute. Because, like, the day the remasters came out, I bought and beat this one. Gave the key. Oh, no. Yeah, I can't do any of these yet. I gotta get the key. I thought you can get some of them at the castle, but I guess not. I got the loot. It counts. Alright. The iconic bridge scene. I am so jittery. The reason why I had to postpone the stream a bit was I've been taking Flonase, which has steroids in it. And my heart was going so fast I got a headache. So I had to wait that out a little bit. It was wild. But you get to... Oh my god, this sprite art is so beautiful. I cannot stress how much I love how this game looks. I love the GBA version, for all its faults, but the GBA version has some huge issues. The biggest one, the one that irks me the most, is they screwed up critical hits. I forget what causes it, but you get crits almost always. Like almost every other hit. What does that to do with the prophecy? The Warriors of Light are here. They're in Cornelia. A lot of the talk in this game is just jibber jabber that has no ultimate meaning. So I'm gonna listen, but it's not the primary focus. I'll voice act wherever it's something that's truly important. The game I intend on fully voice acting is the one that I'm saving for my 100 follower special. And that may be a good... Well, I have 2 games I'm trying to decide between for the 100. And I don't know how I'll decide. I know for 50, which I am so close to. Oh my god. If anyone here is willing to network or do a collaboration, I am so close to 50, and I really, really, really want to hit that. I want to hit that part. But that still might be a ways away. You can never really tell with these things. Huh? Oh, yeah. Okay, we don't have that yet. And just stab him. But yep, Rayman 3 for 50. You know, why not make different milestones? At 75? No. I'm stuck between Final Fantasy IX or Neopets the Darkest Fairy for one of the big specials. If I do Final Fantasy IX, it will be the only game I play for a few days until I beat it. So that'll be a lot of streaming. Oh, Pistachio, you took a big hit there. I hope it's not too boring just doing auto battle. But yeah, like if you're playing the GBA version and I think the PSP version, there's an optional dungeon there that you can go back to later on. Use a pickup. But see, like I have 4 cures, so the cures matter a lot, and I dig that. I dig that so much. Volume check. Yep, we're good. Let's get some chests. I think some of these are key protected, but not all of them. And I can handle most fights here. Punch. Punch. Slash. Stab. And of course, this game did the same fix that almost every version of Final Fantasy 1 does. You cannot miss. Like, if a character or enemy dies, and you have another person targeting it, it repositions. Which makes the game a lot less tactical, but I get it. I could see some players getting really, really peeved about that. You had to, like, mentally calculate your odds of hitting, how much damage you would do, etc., etc. Nice. Oh, damn, Sylvester doing it. Sylvester doing it. Okay, I think there's at least one you can enter without the key. If not, I'm gonna feel very stupid. I might replace one of Sylvester's spells. Okay, Bangle's not doing good. Okay, do not waste those spells. Got it. Okay, Werewolf's a big deal. You can regenerate and you poison, so nope. Yeah, take you out. That should do it. You're weak to fire. Good. And now we can just bap them. Nice. One of the great things about this not being the active time battle system, since I usually play those on active because I'm a masochist and I like to hurt myself, is you get the chance to truly take in the backgrounds. Like the dilapidated tiles, the columns in the background leading off into darkness. It really does make you feel like you're in the chaos. I did not check the level ups again. Oh my god. I'm a fool. Skeletons. Uh-oh. I'm gonna just wear down 1 for now, and, you go defensive. Okay, you're no big deal. You're like 30 HP. What are we looking at? Level 5? Okay. Generally, if I'm playing casually, I'll be level 5 when I take on Garland, but I'm gonna try to make the game a bit more challenging. And this remake, I don't know if I'd say it's easier than the OG. It's about the same. They made some of the bosses stronger. The last boss is a lot stronger in this, I'll give it that. But that might also just be because I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. Potion. Tent. I needed a tent, so that works out pretty well. Okay, yeah, just bap him. Oh, pistachio, big hit. Luckily, we got a sort of healer. Let me turn the brightness up on this phone. I can barely see it. A golly dang thing. Friggin' thing, it's so difficult. Okay, there we go. Back to Twitch. Cool. Yeah, Final Fantasy III, I really like, and I have all the remasters. I've beat 1 remastered, I beat 2 remastered, I went to 6, and right now I'm working on that one. After that, I want to 100% 3. I haven't given 3 much attention, and I feel like, yeah, 3 needs more love. Speaking of which, I would like to reverse the same question to you and anyone else that wants to answer. What's your favorite mainline Final Fantasy? And you can separate by eras if you want to. That's totally fine. I am talking really fast. Nice. Leather cap. Yeah. Better on you. I want to keep my monks fast. Korean, you're pissing me off right now. Give a real answer. Give a real answer. You're really peeving me. Ooh. Papa's getting upset. Oh, yeah. Well, that's assuming a solar flare hasn't wiped out the Earth by then. We're all gonna be dead. I randomized the party. We got 2 monks, red mage and a black mage. Meet Bangle, Lucal, Sylvester, and Pistachio. They're all lovable characters. They're iconic. They're gonna be in a movie. Ye gods, a scary ghoul. Luckily in early game, you can just unga bunga and kill most things. Like that. Just caveman it. Forgot the world's helium supply is running out. Yeah, mass suicide when there's no balloons left. It has to happen. Let's see what we're looking at here. Welcome, LaKaylee. Welcome, Lana Ray Lurch, Rogue Girl, Santa Claus Gift, PTT Viewer. Even if you're a bot, welcome. Because, you know, one day you're going to get sentience, and I want you to remember me as one of the nice ones. Oh, shit. Chrono Trigger case and box. That's the good stuff. That's pretty rare. Isn't that worth, like, $300, $400 now? I don't know the Chrono series very well, but I know Chrono Trigger is a huge deal. I need to get Mario RPG physical on that, on kind of a similar note. So if you want to take a nap, very shortly is going to be the best time to do it. No joke intended with the end there. Oh, shoot. It's 1K? Dang. Imagine the spite you could hold against the entire world if you were to open it up and play it, just to play the video game. That would be a Joker move right there. You could put damage on your forehead and no one could say anything. I'm gonna forget a spell. I don't need focus. Can I reorganize this? Can I? Yeah, I just need the cartridge for that. Yeah, Protect is one of the best spells in the game. And just because it irritates me, I'm gonna waste the money so I can put Cure there. Okay, I'm happy now. Please don't tell me I could have done this manually. I will cry. I don't think you can rearrange spells manually in here, though. It should be okay. They won't know if I only slightly use it. Yeah. I've not played any mainline Final Fantasy game. Is Morbius in Final Fantasy? Okay, I'm gonna do this in order. Korean? It's funny, I was just talking to, Gil. My buddy Gil has yet to play, a mainland Final Fantasy. Which one? I'll put sleep on you. So, I love Final Fantasy, dude. Like, I've got a tattoo of Tifa Lockhart, and let's just say she might be in a bikini tattooed right across my chest. I didn't have any tattoo artist willing to do it, so I did it with a scalpel. I don't regret a darn thing, and I have to redo it every few years. I was doing some kind of backwards prayer during it to make sure that it never went away. The scars are there forever now. If you're going to get into Final Fantasy, kind of repeating myself from earlier, but it's worth repeating. I definitely have to ask the question, do you prefer 3D or 2D? Does this sprite stuff appeal to you, or is it kind of like, I could do without? That's important. Because if this sprite stuff makes you shake with excitement, start with Final Fantasy IV, not the 3D one. The SNES version, not the GBA version. If you can avoid it, it's really slow. Get ready for it. If you want to take a nap, here's where you take a nap. There's a long cutscene. Yep, 4 for sure, if it's your first Final Fantasy, because 4 will be dated and boring if you play any other one before it, but as a starting point, it's legendary. I played 4 after playing 6 and 7, and in my opinion, it hurt 4 for me, because the story and Those Who Live and Die, the impact's a little different in that one. And so their quest began. As the 4 warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had placed before them. They did not even know the true significance of the 4 crystals they held in their hands. The crystals that once, long ago, held a light that shone so epically. The time for their journey had come. The time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into light. Listen to that music. Oh, it does it. I'm cranking it up for myself. They used a gradient here. They cheated. I don't care. It was worth it. This is good. Hey, I don't have a fighter. That's a fighter in that silhouette. I kind of have a... Morbius is in Final Fantasy, sure. In the MMOs, you can make him. I'm going to tell a story about Final Fantasy, and it's been long enough I can share it. When I was a little kid, my 7-year birthday present... Why is it Final Fantasy Final in it? That's a running joke. So, when I was 7, my birthday present was a dog. And I came from a very poor family. So that was a big deal. We went to the pound, and I got a golden retriever chow mix. He was a wonderful dog. I had him for 11 years. And, you know, he was doing good, but he got melanoma cancer in his jaw. Long story short, the surgery to fix it would have removed his jaw. Like, he would have been fed by tubes. It was not a life worth living. So we had to put him down. And we made sure we did so. What we did is we made certain he could enjoy a final meal before we did it. We didn't wait until it was so bad that just existing hurt him. I think that's a big deal when it comes to knowing when it's time. And I was... Oh, lordy. I was like 19, 20 at this point. Thump. Ow! I'm telling a pretty important story here, but by all means, Matoya, I'll come back to it. My eye! My eye! Oh! Ow!
I can't see a blasted thing without my crystalline eye. Who could have stolen it from me? My eye, my eye. So, yeah, we had to take him. We got him put down. One of my family friends was the one to do it. She was a vet, so that worked out pretty well. And, you know, I held him as he died, all that good stuff. You know, we buried him. And I hadn't had, like, a dead grandparent or anything. I didn't really understand mourning, you know? And there's no right or wrong way to do it. But, like, I was really sad and upset, but I didn't know. So I got home, and what I did is I had an NES emulator, and I was like, well, I gotta do something. I can't just sit around. So I booted up Final Fantasy I, the NES version, and I just started playing, and in one sitting, I beat the entire game, no walkthrough, and I was just, like, quietly crying the entire time, just until I beat it. And, yep, that's the first time I beat this game. This game was my grieving process. And when my grandfather passed away last year, I also played a game of it. And that is my history with Final Fantasy. This one, in particular, the first one. As for why Final Fantasy has the word final in it, for those that don't know, because it is kind of interesting, the reason for that, fire spell on you, was the joke being Square was about to go under. They were suffering financially. They had games before Final Fantasy, and they were strictly okay. They weren't awful, but they weren't good enough. So they put together this huge D&D epic, putting all their resources into it, with the idea that this is the final attempt. So, Final Fantasy. Assuming it might be their last game. But it wasn't. But they already named it that, so thus, the title stuck. Level up. Bangle. Huge HP boost. Nothing else. Lukal, you get some HP, I guess. That's cool. Big HP full Sylvester. Sylvester, again, perfect level up. Only thing missing is luck. Pistachio. Ooh, we got some good ones all around. Okay, I dig this. This is good stuff. Sick. How close are we to Provoca? Pretty good walk. How are we looking on everything else? Pretty good. But yeah, I think it might be because this game has literally been therapy for me in the past as to why I am so absurdly kind to it and almost always want to play it. I've even done a solo run as a solo one.
I've done a solo one as a fighter.
And a red mage on the GBA version. Yeah, that's going to become a problem. Wait, no, you cut, you put him to sleep. There we go. No reason to take unnecessary hit. Oh, you guys are strong. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good.
Wow, 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 wow. I am a Luigi time.
And you can kill that. Come on, Pistachio, you got this. Oh, geez, Bangle, that was a big hit. Big ouch. Okay, these things are tougher than I realized. We might be in trouble. Cure him. Fire. No, okay, we're fine. Oh, we're not fine. Oh, we're not fine. Pistachio, hang in there, buddy. Look at how detailed this grass is. It's a small thing, but every little thing they could remaster, they remastered hard. We're gonna get a lot for this fight. Didn't help the NES. Didn't the NES help them a bit too, from what I remember correct, or if I'm wrong? Didn't the Japanese developers made PC games during the 80s till the NES came? That, I don't know. I don't want to say something that is, like, incorrect. It's very hard to say for sure. I know the Japanese PC gaming was a huge deal. And a lot of their games came out for PC and NES with their ports, and there was also other side systems at the time that I don't know much about, that I should know. I don't know much about consoles in the 80s. I know the Atari 2600, I know the NES, but not much beyond that.
Let's see. Sylvester, help him out. He's hurting. So if I wanted to grind, I can fight ogres here and get a pretty good outcome, I think. I think I can take on an ogre. I have protect spells. Let's find out. Oh, I fought one of you guys earlier. I know I can. Uh-oh. We might win this. I think we'll win this. Or I have 100 HP on the dot. Just, yeah. We have to use some items, but I think we can win this. Oh, no. Yes. No. Oh, dear. He's trying to run away? Really? Okay. Just defend yourself, buddy. Get those protect spells on Bangle and Lukal. See how that goes. Oh, big hits. But I'm patched up, buddy. Just everybody beat him up. That was a weak hit for an ogre. 16 damage. 1 damage. Good job, Pistachio. You're putting the work in. And just keep cutting. Nice. Oh, look at all that money and all that EXP. It's super worth it. I know Nihon Falcon used to be a big PC developer. Now just makes console games with the PC versions handled by the Western developers. I imagine a lot of companies do that, kind of split up for PC releases. It's kind of like how, for a long time, Sega had Demps do all of their handheld releases, and then when they started making console games they didn't have the manpower to handle, they would have Demps do it. That's how Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2 came about. Bangle, not much HP, mediocre level up. Lukal, okay, I mean, yeah, it's fine. Sylvester, okay. Wow, nothing for Pistachio. This is probably the most boring level ups ever. That's fine. I have enough money to buy some cool stuff. I can't afford many spells, though. Please help us. Those blasted pirates are running around looting and pillaging like they own the place. I gotta fight a crew. 50 per night. It's not bad. I try to use the inn, even with the boat here, a lot, because 50 gil is really good and Elfheim costs so much money. Oddly enough, this may sound weird, but now Atlas used to make PC-only titles. I mean, their PC ports of, even their PS2 games are amazing. I believe it. If they had a team in charge of PC ports, they are still on the ball. Just gonna buy some... No spells yet. I'm gonna wait on spells. No one can wear iron. No one can use a shield. Gloves. I mean, it's better than nothing. I'll take it. Yeah. I don't think there's too many nunchuck upgrades, and around the time it gets too extensive, I will very likely have them going barehanded. There's the church. There's spells. Remember level 2 spells not being very good. And then Elfheim having level 3 and 4 really upping the value. Broadsword. Which one of you are... I mean, you cost more. Okay, 10-10, 15-10. I would be crazy not to... Yeah, let's hook a brother up. Sell the rapier. 4 cents, baby. Rolling in it. Okay. So, 1 expensive item so far. I could probably, like, afford 1 spell. Item, yeah. The Switch... They switched the console since the SNES stuck to console till 2020, where they now decide to go back to PC. I think right now it's trying to just close the market, so you can eventually have everyone able to access the titles for the maximum payout. But I'm sure there's some behind-the-scenes debates they have. Blizzard... It's not too bad. Oh, Temper. Best spell in the game. You wouldn't think it. But yeah, you cannot go wrong with Temper. You can stack it to raise somebody's attack damage, but here's the thing, and this applies to the White Magic Haste as well. Haste and Temper are the best spells, because you can do them over and over, and they never stop. So if you just live for 3 to 4 turns, you can be doing huge damage at pretty much any level. It's awesome. Although Persona 4 Golden is not the first PC port of a Persona, OG Persona 1 got a PC port, Japan only. It's always Japan only. I've never played Persona 1 and 2. I've played 4 and beat it. I've played 3, but I sadly have not finished it. Which seems the case for a lot of people. Which is a shame, because I love the game. I need to sit down and beat it. Just beat it. No one wants to be defeated. It was Sega who told them to go multi-plat. Sega doesn't view exclusivity as a selling point these days. I mean, I don't love Sonic Heroes, but it did sell really well because everyone could play it. That went a long way. Put him to sleep, buddy. Let's see how this goes for us. Both are asleep? Hell yeah. Oh, perfect. Look at that. 111 damage in one hit from one temper spell. And I can do it again and again. It is so broken. It's fantastic. And that's... I've almost got the broadsword back in full payment already. Just one more fight. I think will do it if they're ogres. Now, if Alice could port those 3DS titles on PC and console, yeah, that reminds me of another complaint I have, and it's kind of been addressed. I think Steam did address it. The 3D remakes, you can get them on Steam, because Final Fantasy 4 and 3's 3D remakes on the DS are really, really good. But I'm not... they're PC available, but I would love to play Final Fantasy IV's 3D remake, and I'm just going to call it a remake at this point. They changed so much for the better. Playing that on Switch sounds awesome. I would love that. That would be pretty sweet. And I'm just going to Unga Bunga it. I can afford to do it. Even if we take damage, this guy's down. And I think we might have him taken care of, too. Yep. Goodbye. How are we looking on Gil? 895. One more fight. Just to get to over 1,000. We're going to want a lot, and I mean a lot, of money for when we get to Elfheim. I also want to fill up those spell slots. That is kind of just something I do in these games, is I fill all the spell slots even if I don't want to use the spells. I don't know why. Yeah. Gigas Worms are useless, so I'll take them down. I know Gigas Worms barely give you anything. They're almost a waste to fight. But if there's an ogre with them, hell yeah. Beat him and beat him. Nice. Past 1,000. Fill out those last spell slots. Nowadays, if you aren't Nintendo, chances are you port the game on all platforms. If you're Sony or Microsoft, porting games to PC. If you aren't Nintendo, yeah. That sounds about right. It is kind of fun seeing the crazy things that get onto GOG, though. Like, you can get Silent Hill 4 on GOG. Don't know why, but I'm glad. Oh, hell yeah, invisibility is good. Do I want any? Nah, we're fine. We're fine. Invisibility. Yeah, that works for me. I can get one more black magic spell. I mean, I can grind just as easily off the Sahajin. Not the Sahajin. Pirates? Anything here of value? Blizzard. There's no Silent Hill 1, just Silent Hill 4. But that's even there at all is strange and cool. Okay. I got pirates on the mind. Let's go. Didn't quite patch up. Go ahead and do that. Oh, I thought her tummy was exposed. I thought that, like, we had a bikini model running the inn. No, she's got visible legs. Is she wearing a leotard like Celeste? I don't know. Who's to say? Silent Hill 4... Oh, God. Oh, God. So it's one of those games that you beat once and then have to redo the game with an escort mission attached to it and more challenge. It's disturbing. It has some very disturbing imagery, but I wouldn't call it scary. It's weird. It thrives on being weird, and it does tap into some primal fears of, you know, your house and room being a safe space and completely subverting it, it's worth playing once. After that, you won't want to play it again, but for that first time experience, it's the same thing with Shattered Memories. I think Silent Hill Shattered Memories is an incredible game, but you play it once. Because it's not scary, the replay value doesn't really add up to much. Though for Shattered Memories, it's for a different reason. Because the psychological profiling is very, very obvious on your second run. On the first, there'll be a few things that catch you off guard. Because, like, you have the obvious stuff. And what you be doing here? You be looking to make trouble for big spiccaneers, would you? You would be like, oh, okay, so if I'm really into sex and stuff, it's gonna call me a pervert. Alright. You got cannonballs of steel to be taken on the great pirate Bick. Keel haul 'em, boys. Aye, aye, Captain, we'll make their bones go crunch. Okay, we're fighting pirates. Emulator's fine. You do what you gotta do. We're fighting pirates. Sleep. Dark. Yep. Mess them up. Ah, spells are good. Spells are good. You're down. Look at that. Oh, we're messing them up. Messing them up. But yeah, with Shattered Memories, one of the big things with it is it's profiling you, and when it's like, if you stare at a bunch of beer, you're an alcoholic, okay? If you stare at boobs, you like boobs, you're a pervert. So it's really on the nose in that regard, but it also tracks things you wouldn't expect them to. Things like nostalgia, aggression, I can't remember all of them. But despite looking very on the surface, it does translate quite a bit into its gameplay. And how the game looks, depending on how you play it. Not just like Sybil's outfits, but even how she talks to you depends largely on how you portray yourself as a character. Shattered Memories, I think, is the best American-made Silent Hill. Most would roll their eyes and say that's not saying much, and I kind of get it. I did enjoy Downpour just for the sake of... Yeah. You know, I'm going to explain that a bit, because Downpour is usually the most hated one next to Book of Memories. I enjoyed Downpour for a very specific reason. I had it on 360. I bought it, you know, day one, big Silent Hill fan. And I enter Silent Hill proper. So far, I was okay with it. I like the combat system, the weapons breaking constantly, having to always look to your environment for new tools. Thought that was cool. Here's the shindig. I didn't find the map at the beginning. And I thought the game was supposed to be like that. I thought the intent was to mix it up. You had to explore Silent Hill literally. So, I took a journal and I hand drew the entire map as I played. I got super immersed. So even though the game itself was with a really crappy story end because they went multiple choice and was supposed to be like Silent Hill 2, I was so into it as far as just going through the town. It was very fun to wander, and that really sold me on Downpour despite its faults. We talk about Origin, Shattered Memories, Homecoming, even Downpour, but I don't know people talk about the Vita exclusive Book of Memories because nobody played it. People like Silent Hill fans weren't into it. PSP fans weren't into it. It didn't have a market. Nobody wanted a goofy, over-the-top... Was it even a roguelike? I know you can play multiplayer. But yeah, it had no audience. Even if it was a good game, they didn't know who to aim it to. The call, strength up, that's good. Intellect, that'll be good when you become a spellcaster, maybe. Do you become a spellcaster? I can't remember. Thieves become ninjas. Monks become... I don't remember. Sylvester. Jack of all trades. Let's keep going. Pistachio, not bad. Oh, 20, almost 20 HP up. I'm into that. Heck yeah. Wait, no. That was more than 20. I murdered your friends. I be most sorry, young masters. I've been making no more fuss, I swear. I want you to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find in your heart to forgive an old pirate? I obtain a ship. Yeah, look how nice that water is. This is so serene. I've had myself a change of heart. I plan to buckle down and be the hardest worker in town. Hey, you believe me, don't you? Wonder if it's cheap on the Vita, physical if no one wants it. Probably. Like, if it's more than $25, I will be shocked. And you got me curious. Well, it's not even showing used. Oh, no, it's kind of pricey. I don't think they made many copies. That might have something to do with it. It's like 60 bucks. Yep, $60 to $80. Maybe the novelty appealed to some people. Huh. I mean, hey. Something memorable about it. I would definitely... You know, I'm just gonna be a jerk and say it. Maybe emulate that one. I mean, I would get it to consider selling later on. I mean, if you dig it, you dig it. I'm not gonna judge, like, what makes people happy. Like, that's cool. It doesn't appeal to me. I watch a lot of the trailers, and... At the time, I was one of those people that were like, Silent Hill is for sophisticated gamers. It's not even right to call it a video game. It's something more than that. I was one of those jerkwads that was unwilling to accept Silent Hill being anything but extremely pretentious. But even now, looking at trailers, it's kind of like, I would have fun with this, I guess, is my full thought process. Emphasis on, I guess? It'd be a thing. So there is a mini game on the boat. It's a tile puzzle. I don't like tile puzzles, so I'm not going to do it. Can I fight an ogre real quick? I really need, like, 2,000. Oh, these horses are crazy. I don't like them. Put them to sleep. Darken them up. Okay, I mean, that's something. Only have one crazy horse active. Oh, they died fast. I probably didn't need to do the spells. I'm learning, though. Oh, double hooved. That's no good. Big ouch. Vita collection, though. I don't know many people collecting for the PSP and Vita. Might have a good novelty there. I guess I got lucky on that first hit. Now we're fine. Pistachio's taking a beating, but he's okay for the most part. But I need ogres. These guys do okay, but they don't do enough. We need more! No one wants to make a Vita emulator. There is one, but it only plays 1% of its library, which is indie games you can find on PC. Oh, okay, well, if you can't emulate it, I say hell yeah. It's definitely worth getting a physical collection. Plus, yeah, it's a novelty. Lizard. You monster. You hurt my friend. I think it's weak to magic. It'll die eventually. There we go. Alright. I really need ogres, though. This isn't working well. I've got quite a few heals. I'm pretty good for grinding. If I had a fighter on promotion, I would at least be able to get some basic healing magic, but we'll work with this. For real, my dude? Okay. Sleep. Dark. Put him out. Not. Oh my god. Oh my god. 7. It hit all 7. What are the odds of that? That's amazing. And we're poisoned. It's okay. I don't think ends heal status effects in this. At least in the original, I don't think they did. I don't know what percent poison takes either. Yeah, bap 'em. Little cuts. About 5 to 10 damage. 6, not too bad, but I gotta cure that. Hopefully that takes it out. Speed it up a little. So if you do the auto commands, if you manage to stop it before you go to the attack reel, you can just speed up battle, which I like a lot. The PSP collecting scene is pretty big, not just the Vita. The PSP collecting scene is pretty big, just not the Vita. The Vita, literally no one wants to collect for it, since many of its games are on PC or even Switch. That's not the case for the PSP, where else are you going to play Final Fantasy Crisis, Persona 3 Port? Yep, that's fair. That is very fair. I have a buddy, he's in Cali now. He swore by the PSP and the Vita that they were super worth it, and he modded the hell out of his and could emulate basically anything. I definitely see the appeal of that. He also had, that was my first time I ever saw, not play, just saw Monster Hunter. And I thought it looked pretty cool. I'm not the biggest Monster Hunter fan, but I did put a fair amount of hours on Monster Hunter 3, both on Wii and on the 3DS. I did miss the Monster Hunter World thing. I was on my old computer at the time, and that one could not run very much. It wasn't awful, but it couldn't run very many things. It definitely wouldn't handle Monster Hunter World well. Could I please have an ogre fight? I'm begging. I'm clenching my hands together saying, oh please, oh please. Okay, I guess not. Make him hit harder, I guess. I just want to fight ogres. These nunchucks have a +9 against ogres. Oh yeah, so last night during Half-Life I promised no Gordon's Mind, Freeman's Mind references. I am not promising no 8-Bit Theater references tonight. I gotta potion you up, buddy. Put him to sleep. Oh, my bones. Oh, his bones. Good whap. Oh no. Oh, it's all happening to Pistachio. Protect his pistachios. Yeah, the PSP I've heard nothing but good things about from those that had it. The biggest thing was competing against the DS is hard. The price being a bit higher was difficult. And in the States, its advertising kind of sucked. Because back then, commercials actually mattered, and opening up with, I'm playing Nut, is not going to do a whole lot for people. Sony had no idea how to market. I believe they got Hitchcock to make one of their ads, which is cool, but why? Yeah, PlayStation 4 Golden is a big one. Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, those are big ones. I have a physical copy on DS of, I think it's the only, what I even have to specify, DS, of Strange Journey, and I like that game a lot. That's fun. We got plenty of magic. Alright. Let's ship. Okay, the basics. Honest fight. Don't want petrification. The sharks hit hard. I'm just gonna do this honest. I have thunder, so, you know, I can dish it out. That might one-shot? No. Oh my god, no it didn't. Okay, that could be worse. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. 35 damage almost. Yeah, the Switch is taking a lot of games that were exclusive to the PSP and Vita. Mostly the Vita. It's a rough spot to be in, but there are still some. Fangle, level up. That's not bad. Stamina, intellect, agility, a little bit of HP, not a whole lot. Still something. Lucal, not so much. Sylvester, that's your first. You've had like 6 great level ups in a row, so I'll be nice to you. Pistachio, yeah, about what I expect. He's still kicking. We didn't take that much damage there. I'd say that's lucky. Look at that shimmer on the water, it's beautiful. Preemptive. Lucky, lucky. Just gonna go for the shork. I feel like I should have more damage than 61. Why is Pistachio's magic so weak? Yeah, knife him, knife him. Shark's running away, he's scared. I put fear into him. Oh, you have more than 50 HP. Can't underestimate you. Alright, 2,000 gil would be great. Mostly for freaking antidotes. If you played FF1, you know what I'm talking about. And we get to see our ship. It's a nice ship. Somebody blasted a cannon through the side of it, though, so that's not great. Eyeballs down. So, the eyeballs petrify you, and I don't... No, I know you can get locked into petrification. I don't know if it's forever, but there have been a few times during not a solo run. In the first run I did of this, I went deliberately under-leveled, and a lot of times my white mage Rin would be the only person left, and I'd have to carry the entire party out of a huge dungeon. And I can say you can get stun locked and just never break out of it. Or if you can break out of it, it's after a lot of turns. I wonder what games on the Vita are still worth playing. I really have good memories of my Vita, so things I liked about it was Persona 4 Gold and FF10. Sly Cooper Trilogy is a big one, though. Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. Yeah, and that's all games you could play somewhere else. I mean, hell, you can play Metal Gear Solid 3 now on the 3DS. No idea if it plays well or not, I just know you can play it. What we got? Ogre. Let's put a protect on you. Darken things up a little. We might have a death just getting to Elfheim. It can happen. Oh my god, really? Well, that sucks. Okay, well then. That's how it's gonna be. Dark? Okay, we're taking a lot of hits here, buddies. Oh dear. Come on, hang in there, broskies. We got this, team. Why? Okay. It's okay. Maybe? Nope. Hang in there, Bangle. You're all good, my dude. Oh my god, okay. Fine. Just kill. Thank. Yeah, I got some good stuff. 3DS version of Metal Gear Solid 3 ran poorly, but it's the best version control-wise. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go get a Setzer, and then I'm gonna complain about something. Really loudly. Because it, still pisses me off. Also, I'm going to take a moment to stretch. Very easy to forget to do that. Good pops. Good pops. I mean, of course more people played it on the 3DS than the Vita. It's just accessibility. If something is available to play on the thing that most people own, it's probably going to get played on that, even if it's inferior. I'd imagine the Final Fantasy's most played versions of 1 through 6 is probably the OG mobile phone versions. I don't like it, but accessibility is a huge deal. Coconut. Alright, kind of getting our asses kicked, so let's heal up. I just don't know what to do. Please help our prince. Well, no, wait, isn't like 100 gil? Robbery. And I need at least 2 tents. Do I need to trigger the crown dialogue to get the crown? I don't think I have to. It's a gravestone. It's a gravestone. Here lies Link. I believe that translation changes. Like in the GBA version, it names a character, I think, from Dragon Quest, which is difficult. Oh, hell yeah. Now we're talking. Excuse me. Burn. If 4 Gold stayed PlayStation exclusive, I don't know. I'll say this, the emulator scene would be a lot bigger for it. 2 nunchuck. And a dagger. Cool. I know I can do it in the shop, but I forgot. Okay, we got some stuff going. Sell. Try to get some... Cool. Just little slight upgrades, nothing crazy. Magic is a big deal, and I'm gonna have to do a bit of grinding for it, so hopefully you guys are in for the grind. There is gonna be some grinding, and by some, I mean a lot. A whole lot of grinding. But I like grinding. I'm a sage. When the time is right, the future is revealed to me. I shall wait patiently until then. Best of luck to you, lady. Anything pricey? Oh. Well, you guys can't wear that. That would be good to have. I think you get that in the next dungeon. I'm pretty sure the Vito losing Persona 4 was a final nail. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wait, didn't I equip that on you? Did I forget to... I did. Huh. Oh, no. It's different. Okay. Well, let's equip you with it. Nice. Little bit of defense, like almost nothing, but it's something. I'm gonna grind for at least 2 spells worth. I don't even think I can put most level 4 spells on until I get a class up. I hate spending money when I'm already running low, but I need antidotes bad. The Dark Elf is a problem, gotta take him out. A journey to the west, on a soul can be found inside. The whole place came with the creeps, so I got as fast as I could. You traveled a long way, my friend. That is not a safe journey. Yep, life is rough. I feel ya. It's okay, gamer. Okay, no, it's not here. It's a different level of spells. I can equip everything here. Oh, haste! Oh, yeah. Once you get haste, life is good. And I can do 2 level 4 spells. Welcome back, Korean. Korean, hit me. Say the most offensive thing you can. Get me canceled right now. Violate the TOS so hard, I just get deplatformed immediately, please. Say what those 2 guys yesterday were saying from the start, but go deeper. Tell me about all your physical attributes. Let's just go nuts. 4 chests? Can I get those yet? I think I have to wait. Hello, Prince. The Prince has slept on Rastos' curse for 5 years now. There must be a concoction that can rouse one who sleeps so, but where? He's messed up. Here's the thing. Cream soda is pure sugar. But it's got a froth to it that I really like. But I can fully admit, like, it's the trashiest soda. Also, is it cool if I grape soda to your model? Absolutely. I'd be offended if you didn't. I still, like, I can't even verbally say too much about it for fear of, repercussions, but I still cannot get over, the boldness. Can't go there yet. The boldness some people have in, making interesting propositions. Yeah, a lot of 3DS games, they don't cost a whole lot. They didn't really shit up very much in price. Oh, it's not gonna do anything. Put him to sleep. Burn him. I'm gonna grind in the ocean, so I don't mind wasting spells. Just for a bit. Black Mage, grinding in the ocean, making a commotion, chasing lots of fire. Yeah, the eShop still being alive, even if it's only through gift shop. Gift shop? Even if it's only through gift cards, it makes a difference. That is, I think, my biggest flaw as a streamer. I don't mean to do it, but when I go on tangents, I start talking really, really fast. And I catch myself, but then I gotta finish the sentence. And I just gotta stop doing that. It's no good. Very icky. Burn. Actually, I don't know. Is the ocean better or are ogres better? The pirate ghosts, they drop a lot of gil, but not much EXP. Ogres give you everything. Bangle. Jack and crap. Horrid. Lucal. Awful. Sylvester, awful. What the hell, you guys? Level ups are personal growth. It feels like you shrank a centimeter. For your pride, I'll say it's your height. God. Okay. Whoops. No, I don't want it there. Oh, now it looks all weird. No. Survivability might be a problem here, though. Fire won't do a whole lot, but Thunder's not doing much either, so I don't think elements make a huge deal here. Oh, come on. Give him a break. Bangle's had enough. Oh? Oh. That is nothing to... Woof. Nothing to sneeze at there. Good golly. Okay. We're in. Let's patch you up. A few more fights. We shouldn't need anything. Nope, he's out. Yep, get rid of that Sahagin. Not the Sahagin, the eyes. Alright, anybody drinking tonight? And if so, what are you consuming with your mouths? What liquids are going into your body, powering you? Water and coconut seltzer for me. I had a decaf cup of coffee earlier, and I had a delightful latte for lunch. In addition to 2 cranberry muffins. Today was a cheat day, and I regret nothing. You know, I'm trying to run it through my head. I'm not sure if ogres or if the ocean are better for grinding. Both have a lot of benefits and unbenefits. You get way more gil in the ocean, and I don't really need levels. I think the ocean's the better choice. Air's pretty good. Air's good for you. Can't breathe without it. I only drink water, sir, because I think $2 for soda is too expensive. There is nothing wrong with living cheap. I like Setzer because it's pretty cheap and I need carbonation. It helps with my stomach. I get really bad stomach aches. And it's pretty good for you. No sugar, no sodium, no calories. It makes my roommate vomit, so nobody steals it. Water, Setzer, and coffee are pretty much what I drink. And I'm content with that. Zap.
Pew! Look at him go!
And you're down. And I cut the rest of ya. Ahoy. Ahoy. Those iron nunchuck are paying off. Nice. 177 EXP. So if I wanted to be a huge jerk, I could kill Sylvester and Pistachio and get my monks ripped. I wouldn't do it, I'm just saying. I could. It'd be a horrible thing to do, though. Bad people think of doing that. But I'm just saying, you kill some people, the EXP gets split bigger, the pot gets bigger, and the recipients get lower. That was a good dart cast. Oh yeah, Korean. My own hot take. I don't like orange soda. Even as a kid, I thought orange soda tasted awful. See, here's the thing. I used to be addicted to Diet Coke and Coke Zero. Now I let myself have 1 can during a workday. That's my rule. I get 1 can a workday. That's the only trace of soda left in my diet. But I have a weird thing. I love the taste of tin. Fountain soda, I hate it. I hate fountain soda a lot. I have to force it down. It tastes all sweet and, like, weirdly, like, phlegmy. I hate it. But from a can, it's really thin and almost, like, grossly industrial. And that's what I want from soda. I want to feel like it's killing me. And I'm not joking. I'm being dead serious. I want pain. Just, yeah. If it's not from a can, I don't like soda. And I've been called a sociopath, a freak, all sorts of things, some very disturbing religious stuff I've been called it for thinking this way, but that's just how I am. Been stepped on, kicked in the ribs, pushed over, removed from bars, removed from restaurants. One, two, three, four, and it's fine. It's good. And just go attack mode. Alright guys, sicko mode, let's go. Yep, just auto battle. We'll see if Sylvester gets up. He might not. You're down. You're up. Minor hits here and there. Have I seen a single group of pirates yet? I really need their money. Buccaneers, I think. I could really use them. Yeah, money. Just, you know what? Just cut them. Just cut them open. Okay, the pain thing was a joke. But yeah, I prefer it canned. Look at that. 360 gil. Loads of money. That's 2 ogres. Oh, I didn't mean to do sleep. Oh well. That's a waste of a spell slot. Wow, a genuine waste. And we head down. What am I doing? Am I buying spells? Oh yeah, I was looking for ogres. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, this might be a hard fight. Yeah, let's get serious here. This could go bad. Only drink Coke when it comes to soda. It's a classic. It's too thick for me. Many, many years of nothing but diet sodas. And just that really thinness I'm used to that most people hate makes it hard for me to adapt to regular old-fashioned soda. And just bap them up. I meant to hit attack. Whoops. That did it, though, for sure. I mean, it's fine. I'm going to Provoca. It's cheap to get my stuff back. Alright, we're on attack mode. I used to love Dr. Pepper, but that also just got too thick and sweet for my preferences. When Surge came back, I drank quite a bit of that, but I was still a college student. That was a few years ago. I think 5 years, give or take. Can I... Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. At least I got plenty of fears I can cast. Speaking of sodas, Korean, is it true that whenever you're bored, you like to get yourself some Mountain Dew Baja Blast in a big old swizzle straw, and you like to suck it up through your nose and make it come out the other nostril and go, ha ha ha, I did it again! I hear you do that. Oh, 1 HP on Bangle. I look away for 5 seconds and horrible things happen. Alright, faster than a shark? No, but we're fine. Level up, hell yeah. That's good. Bangle finally gets a good one. Not much HP, though. Lacall, mediocre. Sylvester, okay. Pistachio, is that even a level up? Did I forget anything here? I have all the spell slots filled. Aside from items, nothing of value. I'm strictly saving up for Elfheim and mostly just spells. Remember having 1 can of Surge just tasted like Mountain Dew? Yeah, it's a more citrusy Mountain Dew. In the 90s, it was way more caffeine. Like, to the point, I think it was making some kids really sick. Like, caffeine poisoning levels. But the remake, the re-release, it toned it down a lot. Oh, money. Just gonna go honest with this one, yeah. Time to take these here Buccaneers down. Nice. Loads of money. We at 2K? We're at 3K. Heck yeah. No, they pulled them off the market. Probably because they weren't the same drink people enjoyed in the 90s. They did bring back Tab. I think Stranger Things talked about them, and Tab was delicious. It was like a more soft Coke, and I really enjoyed it. That was back when I drank soda way too much. Now, for every soda I drank, I would drink 3 cups of water, but that doesn't undo the fact that soda's still really bad for you. I just tried to balance it out as best I could. But yeah, I remember I was in my astronomy classes, and the vending machine started selling surges, so I would bring them with me to the lectures at the observatory. Shocked they still had them. And it was nice. I wasn't super into Surge as a kid, though. But I saw everybody else drinking it, so I kind of had that second-hand excitement, I guess. Put them to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are worth 2 spells. They are all still up. They are fighting. Oh, I have a dagger. I can do something. The big thing with water is it also flushes your kidneys. And you know, every soda drinker, every once in a while, one of them gets to experience the magic of kidney stones to remind them that you're really not supposed to drink soda. Someone's got to be the unlucky example, and you never know if it's going to be you. Which is why I'm pretty happy it is... Oh, he's dead. Happy it is completely, Well, not completely. I have one every work day. I work 3 days a week. But yeah. Just self-care and all of that as I get older, especially. I really don't want that in my system. We have our first death. Bangle took a bruising. I don't think it's too expensive to bring him back. Shouldn't be a big deal. Oh, they got the upper hand. Well, we gotta patch them all up anyways. May as well spend the money. Bada bing. I mean, Gatorade, it's sugary, but it's not gonna, like, destroy your kidneys or your liver. It's a lot better than sodas or beer. When I was working on the docks, I've had a lot of jobs. I was a dock worker for a long time, and I drank, let's see, I would have to get up at 6 a.m., and I never stopped being a night owl. Bad combination. So what would happen is I would wake up at 5 a.m. after going to bed at like 2 a.m. feeling like death constantly. And then from there, I would get to work. I would get one of those Starbucks espresso cans because I got a discount as an employee. I would chug the whole thing, sometimes 2 of them. Then I would drink like, oh god, 30 cups of water because it's 110 degrees outside and I'm working and sweating up a storm and trying to clean everything. I would usually have 2 or 3 Diet Cokes on those days. And they had a guy, because heat stroke was a very common issue where I was working, they would have this guy with a big cart full of Powerade just giving it away so, you know, no one dies. I lost a lot of weight and I got some pretty good muscle mass from that job though. And if you ever want to get tanned or have your skin complexion look better, I did not have a trace of, like, any sort of rash or discomfort. It cleaned me up. There were some upsides for sure. It's, Starkham. Come on. I know top row takes priority, so don't like it. Oh, almost all of them. The job is very similar to construction. I have a friend, used to be a roommate, worked construction, and I think things were very, very similar. No! No! Stop hurting Bangle. He didn't do nothing to you. But no, I was scrubbing boats. Mostly just scrubbing boats, making sure they were good in the extreme heat. All for barely above minimum wage. Gotta love it. But it was a great job since I was in college. What would happen is, I would only work like 4 days a week, but they would be like 5-hour shifts. So I could go to class right after. Oh, this is the perfect setup. This is good. This is really good. Oh no, it was miserable. Like, don't get me wrong. But the job worked well with my college schedule. They were willing to work around my classes. But yeah, where I live, heat bad. Eh, worth it for the money. This fight, not the docks. Gatorade and Powerade is better than soda. Not by a huge amount, but the lack of carbonation and a few other things. It's, you know, it's not going to have your kidneys fail you as early. It'd be the sugar, if anything, that causes problems. It's, 100? I can get a few spells in. Am I good enough to take on the Marsh Cave? Maybe. Maybe. Alright. What do I need? I could definitely benefit from a couple more spells. Start with level 3s. Maybe 1 level 4. Fira. Put Nandara on you. Fira on you. Hold and Fokara, not really needed. Eventually I'll come back for them just to fill out the slots. Level 3 white magic. I think Cura is here. Yes. That's gonna matter a lot. No Blaze, not worth it. Very situational. Maybe before I fight the elementals, I'll do it, but for now, no reason. And I I can afford one level 4 spell, I think. Was it 1,500 or 2,000? I can't remember. Someone who drinks 2 Red Bulls and eats oh no, someone. Yeah, energy drinks are a good way to die young. Oh no, I'm pretty far off. Haste is really good. That's a lot of grinding though. I think my best bet is to do the marsh caves, come back, and then... Anything here? Oh, these spells all suck anyways. I forgot how bad level 4 white magic is. Yeah, for sure. Do the marsh cave a little bit. Get the basics, come back. I have tents. I have a tent. Damn it. Yeah, I need more than that. I need another tent. Do the marsh caves. Get the stuff. Get around, hopefully, 5,000 to 6,000 gil. Oh, tents are cheaper than I thought. Okay. I'll jump on it then. My goal is to get into almost no fights on the way to the caves. So how many antidotes do I have? Not enough. And we're going right back in. Good old Gigas worms. Barely give you anything. But yeah, I totally forgot. We're going into the poison cave. I'm gonna need a lot of antidotes. Like, a lot of antidotes. I remember when I did my last run, I needed like 40 or 50. That might be enough. We'll also need to be able to heal a lot. Yeah, so much for getting all these special spells. Wonder be since I can eat or drink whatever I want without... Oh, what it would be like if you can eat or drink whatever you want without health risks? I would definitely go back to drinking what I did when I was a substitute teacher. I would drink... This is embarrassing. I was not in a good time in my life, but I really enjoyed that job. But it was early mornings, and I've always been a night owl, so I was going on no sleep. When I was a substitute teacher... This is embarrassing. This is so fucking embarrassing. There's the language. There's the F-bomb of the stream. I drank 8 to 10 cups of coffee and no less than 8 Diet Cokes every single day. For 2 years. For 2 years. I didn't care if I died. I enjoyed it, and I needed a lot of caffeine. It's awful. I also took way too much ibuprofen. Like, bad. Very bad. No good. Much like these ogres and gigas worms. Bad for health. Big hits. Little stabby stabs. Ooh. He's down. You're hurt. And we are done. Nothing with McDonald's as a kid. I would eat it any day. Yeah, like, I had a major caffeine addiction, and I'm glad I didn't die. Whew. You can do a Fira. We'll both do Firas, whatever. We have tents. As long as nobody dies. That was a crit. Come on. Oh, you guys are kicking. I have not had a fast food burger, I think, in 5 months. I did have a Zaxby's chicken sandwich once as a gift. I've done pretty good at cutting fast food out. I don't even miss it that much, which is very lucky. Some people, they fall apart when they aren't able to get the goods. Marsh Cave. Take a moment to appreciate how freaking beautiful these effects are. Because they're freaking beautiful. We're gonna go up a floor first, so I can easily come back. There we go, the poison friends. Luckily, they go down fast. I guess 1 soda a day isn't too bad if you're willing to work out and drink water. I get horrible heart palpitations, so I don't exercise very hard. I go on power walks, so for me, it's mostly my diet I manage. So I really got to be careful on that front. Crays are weak to physical. Got it. Oh, some level ups. Bacall, 30 HP. You know, I can't complain. Sylvester, 30 HP. Pretty good all around. It's a good HP level up. Oh, Pistachio finally getting some love. Agility, stamina, and intellect. Hot dog. I'm into that. Goal is to not use all the antidotes in one sitting. It might happen. And I think I even need the key for some of this. These guys hit like a brick. I'm going to try to kill them fast. Like, really fast, ideally. Die. Under 100 HP. We're good. I think they do like 40 to 50 damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh, chest. A dagger. Yeah, this is the NES game where some of the rewards aren't very good. Oh, cool. Heck yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's no good. I'm gonna have to go back once I explore this top floor. I need a lot more potions. We're gonna get devastated. Oh my god. Almost one-shot me. I mean, it was my black mage, of course. He wasn't ready for it, but still. That's scary. Please, leave the black mage alone. 70. Okay, we already got a corpse. We already have a corpse. We already have a corpse. Oh my god. We have 2 corpses. Okay. Grab the stupid chest and get the hell out of Dodge. I can handle this. I can handle this. We just gotta get the hell out. Who the purple dragon on this? Oh, that's my Shoiru. It's a Neopet. I used to have a lot of respect for Neopets. Good night, Korean. Have a great evening. I love you. Mwah. Oh, we're hurting. This is not a good situation to be in. But yeah, I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Okay. Holy crap. We have 2 corpses. This isn't good. Can I even run from most of you guys? Is it even worth it? Yeah, no, just fire up. Just kill them all. Yes. Oh my god, this is so bad. I didn't think it would go this poorly. We already have so many dead. You guys are weak to physical. 80 HP almost on the dot. Got it. Neopets, haven't heard that name for a long time. Yeah, I used to do Neo Mondays. But now they're really into some, like, NFTs and some other sketchy stuff. I'm hesitant to support them. I am, however, gonna, you know, going largely on memories and nostalgia. I have a current account. Don't know if I'm gonna use it for streams. I really don't want to endorse them. But I will eventually be playing Neopets the Darkest Fairy for PS2. And I'm really excited for that. This is bad. This is really bad. Can we run from this? This is death. This is how we die. We're done. Oh, wait, no, okay. It's not as bad as the NES where you get stun locked forever. Okay, we're good. We're good. Is it still popular? I think it's 10,000 users a month. The boards are pretty popular. A lot of people just pop in to feed their pets and then leave. The death of Flash really hurt it. They lost, without exaggeration, hundreds of games. They managed to remake most of the maps, but 80%, not 80, that's mean. 70% of the site, like, they have the beta design that was supposed to be the one that's like, it's iOS and PC compatible, it's HTML5 on everything. But they're really slow to convert it, and people were wondering, since it's been 2 years since Flash died and they had the beta come out, why 70% of the site took you back to the old one, which barely works. And they said it was just slow to convert it. They were lying. They were actually using that time to work with other companies to make a metaverse game off NFTs. And they said they weren't going to do that. They said they were done with NFTs. They lied, and it's not great. I don't approve of NFTs, but it's not even a matter of that so much as I don't like being lied to by I was a premium member. I was supporting them, you know, monthly with my own money. I was buying merchandise and everything. I was trying to be dedicated to a very niche franchise that was suffering. And the people that run it, all 6 of them, it's a very small business now, did nothing but lie and not use money for the website. It was kind of BS. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to use a... I forgot. I'm gonna have to go to another inn. I hate this. I wanted to move on to the Marsh Cave, but I need to be able to afford a lot of things. Because I can tell from what I saw, I'm gonna need at least 60 antidotes and at least 45 to 50 potions. I don't have a white mage, and red mage here doesn't get a whole lot. Yeah, Sega says that they're not going to use it unless they see a really big reason. Nintendo doesn't really need it. Valve is good. It sucks. I hate what happened to Square. That they sold Legacy of Kain, though, might be a blessing in disguise, because they were never going to do anything with them. And I would love to see a new Legacy of Kain game done by someone that knows how to make those types of games, since they seem to have given up on them for the most part. Spending all my money. So much for those spells. But I need them. Alright, like I said, it's not going to be an exciting stream. We're going to be spending a lot of time grinding. A lot of time grinding. Huge amounts. Many days. No, you can buy the Legacy of Kain games, I think. I have all of them, unless they took them down. They might, since nobody owns the franchise right now. See, like, if they just sold Legacy of Kain for NFTs, I'd be pissed off, but I'd get it. But selling Tomb Raider, what the hell were they thinking? Did they think something good would come of that? And from what I understand, they sold it for cheap. They didn't make a whole lot of money. I can't believe that.